Welcome to the number one friendship podcast in the country. I'm Matt Ritter.
I'm Matt and Karo.
Guys, go to manoftheyearpodcast.com. Check out our merch. Buy a hat, buy a t-shirt, buy a onesie, buy a hoodie. Go to YouTube to see our smiling faces. Karo, you know that I did the Truly Tasteless documentary about dirty jokes.
Yes, it was about cancel culture too.
Yeah. So we had a poker night last night, and I was like, oh, this will be fun. We'll have everybody, read crude jokes from the book. Somebody went off script and just went, I'm just gonna go tell my own joke.
Off book.
Off book. And let's just say I'm glad we weren't recording that.
Were they original tasteless jokes?
His was I don't know where he got it from.
Do you want to explain what the Truly Tasteless books even are?
Yeah, it was this series of dirty jokes, big best-selling books in the 80s. It would totally get you canceled because it was categorized like Jews, gays, blacks. Helen Keller had her own category for some reason. They were always crapping on Helen Keller. NASA had its own section. The Challenger had just happened.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's just all about dead astronauts.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was one of those moments where you never want to be that guy.
Yeah. Oh my, going off book on a tasteless joke-a-thon.
Yeah. Where it was like, we gave you permission to go here, to go, we gave you permission to go. Like, it's just a bunch of dads. We're giving you permission to bring it right below the line.
Like, he's got his own Cards Against Humanity deck.
Yeah. He's like, no, I wrote my own, guys. Trust me. It was amazing. Anyway, but it was just a lead in to we have never talked as a full episode about poker nights or game nights for a group of friends and the benefits, the pitfalls, just all of it, and how much I just have to say I'm feeling rejuvenated.
Oh, it's interesting because for those watching us on YouTube, Matt is wearing both glasses and a baseball cap, which usually means he's been drugged through a hedge backwards and is hungover or sick or something. I mean, he looks like
Taco Bell.
No.
The guys didn't believe me. I said, this is the first time I've had Taco Bell in 8 years.
I believe that, but I'm sorry. You were at the poker night, then you went to Taco Bell?
No, they had me order it to the house.
That's so for like dinner, like because you were wasted. Guys are wasted.
At 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock.
Wow, that's dark.
Yeah, I ordered like a giant bag of. They have like these party mix bags. I don't even know what I ate a thing. I don't even know because I haven't had Taco Bell in 8 years, and they didn't have. Maybe they had labels on it, but it was pretty dark. I had a thing that was like shaped like a burrito, but a pizza shape, like
Mexican pizza.
No. It was inside a burrito shell.
Dude, they have, in the end of the movie Fly, when he like becomes part of the container.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're doing at Taco Bell now. They're just like making, and the burrito's like, kill me.
It was like 6 burritos wrapped inside another burrito. And I had the whole thing.
I bet it was incredible.
Oh, it was so good. And I woke up this morning and like so many wrappers. I didn't clean up. Jesse.
Oh, I was at your place.
I was at my place.
Oh, you left the wrappers out? Come on, Matt.
No, in the kitchen. I brought them in the house, but I brought them like in just bags, not like wrappers. Like I didn't throw it all out
outside.
We were outside. Well, yes, it was 9 dads and Dana Dude.
I like how I didn't get invited because I don't like poker nor how to play it, which we'll talk about.
We didn't invite any non-dads, and then one of the dads was like, "I'm with Dan. Can he come?" And I was like, "Yeah, Dana Dude, come." And then he goes, "How come you didn't invite Karo?" I go, "Karo would never want to come to this."
I would never. Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
because you're both right.
Yeah,
we should just. I don't want to shout friend of the show, Dana Dude, but he does really always pop up places.
Yeah, no, it was a great pop in. It was a
yeah, he's a good hang.
Yeah, he's a good hang. I don't think anyone. So here's this was a great question for you. so I'm planning it. You know, I wanted it to go well as our first Dilfs of Larchmont poker night, and I got the chips, like the poker chips. There's a lot to it. I texted one of our buddies, Brad, to because I know he plays like cards. I'm like, what do I do? I don't even know. Like, what do I play? What are the stakes? Like, there's a. I hadn't done this in decades. And they were like, "Yeah, clearly you don't know what you're doing. You like the chips were in the plastic wrap. I hadn't unwrapped them, and then I was like, how? What's the math? Like, what do we do? Like, would you even know how to like get it going? Like, I was like, okay. So we decided on $40 buy-in, and you could rebuy at 40, but then all the chip, like we had to figure out what chips were $1, what chips were. I mean, I know this is obviously not that hard, but it was like, there are like, I had to figure all that stuff out.
But it's not like just opening up a thing of Trivial Pursuit. You got to actually like do it. So you
Yeah,
got to like figure it out.
yeah,
So
and then yeah,
now you go.
and then I was like, should I hire a dealer? And so
Now
then I
you
got
always
down
go to
that
like, how can I spend too much money?
Well, then I got down there that rabbit hole. And then I'm like, well, if I'm going to hire a dealer, she should be like, 25-year-old, you know, nanny or something. I don't know, So I was like, should I be doing this? I texted a couple guys like, I could kill the vibe, like, should you have it, and then we found somebody and she was like, I'll do it. And, but it's like, it was
And you're like,
expensive.
you have to wear a bikini.
No, she offered up topless for double.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. What? She offered to what?
I don't know if it was a joke. I'm like,
It
no.
was on Ass Rabbit. What
I'm like
was this?
listed on my wife and toddler are upstairs. I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I told Jesse, I was like,
Yeah.
should we, I was like, we may have this girl. She may or may not be topless. What do you think? She's just like, you guys are so stupid. You guys are so stupid.
I mean, this is going to sound even dumber, but I actually think that like, that's not like, that's like, that is we. That's not as fun. A topless woman like for 3 hours.
By the way, that's what I was like. That's gross.
Yeah,
it's gross and distracting. No,
oh
I'll
my
pay you
God.
extra to keep your top on.
Oh God, we're gonna get complaints. We're gonna
Yeah.
get complaints.
Well, anyway, no, but it was kind of just like a funny, joking dad's thing. We ended up not doing it, which I think was the right call. Like, you don't want somebody not a part of your group there, especially where like just the point of it was like let's let loose a little bit. Which I was gonna say is that was the great benefit. I think for a lot of us, dads of kids of varying age, like I realized we all needed it. Everybody there needed that, and they
What
were
is
very.
what was the level of proficiency of poker?
Well, that was funny. The guys who like play regularly got really annoyed, by like the half of us were just like, I just want to schmooze and hang out. And like, oh, it's my turn, like some people get really annoyed, but it's my turn,
Right.
Yeah,
So
some
do
people.
you feel like you needed to set the tone, model it ahead of time, be like, it's gonna be casual?
Yeah. I on the text chain, I was like, look, nobody's that good. This is going to be a low stakes. We'll do $40. You can buy in once for 40. I think we had like two people buy in twice. So nobody lost more than like $120, which I think was the right tone. Somebody asked for cigars. I'm like, no, I have a toddler and an infant upstairs. Let me know cigars smoked to my property.
Do you like cigars?
No. Do you?
Last cigar I smoked was with Andy Garcia.
Oh, right. Yeah. You're such a
A
fraud. You were like, oh, yeah, I smoke all the time. And then you went into the bathroom and coughed up a lung. And you came
I
back
mean,
out, did another one for Andy.
oh God, these are real Cuban cigars with a real Cuban. And man, I smoked a whole cigar. I mean, he tells the most amazing stories, but I'm like, I'm going to die.
You're not supposed to inhale.
I wasn't inhaling, but it's just like it's just like, can we just admit that it's gross?
I mean, it's I can't fathom ever getting into it, but a lot of guys are into it.
Is a cigar just another kind of thing to like hang out and just like, I don't know, you know?
Right. Like, is it just a mechanism?
Yes. a vehicle to get out
Yeah,
of
but
the
I know.
house.
I think people who like cigars really. I know a few people that really enjoy cigars. They're not faking
Can you imagine like their wives kissing them after that?
it. It's potent. I had a guy. Where was I? I was with Brenner, and somebody was smoking a cigar next door, and like I forget exactly where it was, a coffee shop or something. And then he came back in to apologize. He was like, "Sorry, I didn't realize the cigar smoke went in there," which was nice. But it's also like, do you not understand the what is it called? The radius of a cigar. The cigar radius is astronomical. I don't like cigars because I don't like imposing externalities on others.
Well, unless they're your kids running around at 5:30 at a pizza shop.
It's our pizza shop.
Oh,
It's four
Jesus Christ.
kids. I love that Kiro's like that guy was right. You guys are
That
no, but I look.
guy
I
who
do.
threatened your life.
I think like in general, like overall, like you should be conscious of how many people you're affecting with your one thing that you want to do.
I don't know if it's still there, like next to the improv. Isn't there like a
Big
cigar,
cigar shop, yeah.
but also a smoke like
Lounge, yeah, it's a lounge,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Right. I mean,
man.
that's where you're supposed to be with your cigars inside that. Like it's like the CDC, like inside there, you should have to go through that like device that delouses you, right? The big delousing. That's what you should have to do before you go home after
So what were you
smoking.
guys drinking in this poker night?
Oh, bourbon, a lot of bourbon. Hibiki, Angel's Envy, and Michter's.
And just neat?
No, on the rock, on the big. I got the big squares. I had those frozen.
So you can get ice if you put your mind to it.
I have I have a lot of ice in the. There's never enough ice for parties.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's the
mean,
thing. The amount of ice you have in your house when you throw a party for 60 people, it's never going to be enough.
yeah, but also how many of those big ice cubes could you possibly have had at once?
Only had 8.
So you didn't even have enough for all the people.
Didn't have enough for everybody. Some people
And
got
also
a
one drink each.
well. They stay for a while.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They basically stayed the whole night.
Okay. So you had the boys over, you had one non-dad. You've got your cards, you've got your poker chips. Did you guys get deep? Was it more
No,
surface?
so I was
No.
going to say this. You know how it's like, oh, our goal is to get. Sometimes you just need fun.
Yeah.
I just realized that, like, oh, but we did get a like every now and then we didn't have like a circle of trust thing where everybody went around and shared something. We didn't do that,
You love
and
that
I
thing.
thought
Say
about it.
one thing you're scared of.
No, and I thought about doing that, but it wasn't right for that. They don't all know each other that well. It could, we could have done it, but it felt like everybody was having such a good time. I did a really good check in of like what's happening here. And what I noticed was just people really enjoying themselves. And I was like, just let that ride. There's always room for more. Let's go around and be thankful for something or tell me about something about your kid, because everybody was talking about their kids and stuff, in their families, and things come up throughout the night. But I deliberately held back from what I normally would like to do, which is like infuse some of that.
Well, to be fair, you get a little bit of wiggle room because you already do that with your friends on a regular basis. So you're allowed to just blow off some steam superficially.
Yeah. Blowing off steam. That's what this was. That's what this night was about. And I just feel as adults, we're not blowing off enough steam. Am I wrong?
I mean, I blow off quite a bit of steam, but
You don't have the little ones running around.
yeah, I'm a fucking Thomas the Tank Engine. Uh,
Thomas the
I'm the end
Thomas,
of Back to the Future
Thomas.
3.
You mean Thomas the train?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the train.
No, he's called Thomas the Tank Engine.
I don't know, man. I mean,
yeah, it's literally called Thomas the Tank Engine. How do I know about a children's book and you don't?
oh, so there's two different ones. There's Thomas the train, which is what I. Oh, he's a tank engine.
He's literally called Thomas the Tank Engine. There is no Thomas the Train.
Oh,
Matt, you're insane.
I'm having like a very
Berenstein Bears moment where it doesn't
yeah.
exist.
I didn't know he was Thomas the Tank Engine. I thought he was
Thomas,
called Thomas the Train.
you thought he
Wow.
was called Thomas the Train. That's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing you've ever admitted to me.
Yeah. He's a train.
You probably had off-brand books knowing your mom when you were growing up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had Steven the bus.
Thomas the Train. You go, no, it's Thomas the Train. Thomas the Train.
Yeah. Wow.
He's famously a tank engine.
You know that I watch this frequently.
It's been out since 1945.
40. Yeah, wow. I just thought he was Thomas the Train.
Oh my God. I
Wow.
cannot believe I'm learning more things about you after 39 years.
God, Thomas the Tank Engine. Mind blown. Anyway, so Karo blows off a lot of Steve. No, look, I just think, like it's just sometimes it's hard to find time or make time. And so I'm really glad that we did it. I'm actually, as I said, I'm glad that I went against my instinct to kind of go, mandated deepness. One of the guys suggested a dress code that got shot down robust immediately. But
like what, suits?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea. I like the vibe, but
yeah, we were like for a formal dinner. That's great. Somebody brought they started a bread company. Oh, this is great. It's called Holla at Your Goy. He's a non-Jewish guy who started.
What?
Yeah,
that's
really
brilliant.
Delicious. Shout out. His name is Jon Snow. You'll love this. Shout out Jon Snow.
Is it out yet?
Yeah.
Challah at your goy. It doesn't come up.
Yeah, I think they just launched this week or something.
Okay. I mean, honestly, that sounds like a Karoism where he came up with the name first and then decided.
Oh, definitely. He was like, what do we do? Now we have to make bread. I guess we have
to Challah at your goy.
Wow. Yeah. And, the other thing that I think was, it's good too, because, it's like an activity that's constant. So like there isn't a need for there ever to like there's never an awkward moment,
right?
Because anytime you just be like, all right, I'm focusing on my cards for a minute.
Did you do set seating?
No. Well, yes. Once you sat down, that was your seat because I didn't assign anything. But once you sat down, it was good. Everybody kind of sat next to like kind of rando people, like they're not best friends, which was nice. And then we had a dad who couldn't make it. This was a really nice thing, actually. He had dinner plans, and the plan got pushed back by an hour, and he lives 5 blocks away. So he just came by for the first hour.
Great.
Yeah. He was like, I could have just sat home, but like, come on. And then he cleaned us out and left. What's the rule on that?
Ooh,
the guy who gets big early and then leaves.
Does he tip the dealers? Did anybody tip you for hosting?
Yeah, they should have been tipped. No. But they were very grateful for me for hosting. I made everybody stay outside. I didn't give them access. It's the first time I've ever actually done that. I didn't give them access to the house.
Oh, interesting. So they had to go in like the back unit bathroom.
Yep.
I think that's the way to do it. Keep these miscreants out.
Yeah, keep the miscreants out with my little kids. Yeah, so that was my rule. Should we take a listener question?
We'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is Asking for a Friend. If you have a friendship question or ethical dilemma, send it to us on Instagram, Man of the Year Podcast, and we will answer it on the show. Matt, take it away.
So, sorry. Dear Matt and Aaron, I need your help. Our poker night's falling apart. We started during COVID as a way to stay connected. Low stakes, fun, great excuse to hang. But now half the guys treat it like the World Series of Poker. The other half barely care. 2 guys almost came to blows last week over a pot. Used to be about friendship. Now it's either tense or awkward. Can I save this, or is it time to move on?
Well, it's interesting because at the beginning, Matt, you were saying how like we were going to talk about poker nights and game nights. And that just made me think that like, even if you're playing a game, Trivial Pursuit, Scrabble, whatever, like some people are way more competitive. Like I get too into it. I sometimes kind of like, I don't know if I really want to play because then I get sucked into it. Now you're talking about money is being at stake.
Yeah.
That is a sticky wicket, unless they're not paying for money for some reason.
No, it sounds
Like,
like they're playing for money.
yeah, I love how you're like, oh, the two people don't really care anymore, but they came to blows.
Well, I think it was probably the other people who came to blows that care too much.
Right. I mean, this is a classic case of communication. Like, if this is a low stakes thing in a good way. Like, hey guys, like, I appreciate that you guys are super into this, but like, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. Is that too shooting up from the hip?
Well, I only had one poker night, and I definitely had a few guys that were like very into it and were kind of annoyed that the rest of us weren't. I think it's hard if everybody's not aligned on what it is.
Yeah. To me, let's say you had another poker night. I don't know
Yeah.
who these guys, who your two buddies are, but like to me, that's a quick side chat convo. Like pumped for poker night. You guys are way better than us. Just the three of you on the text. Just want to make sure you're okay with this being a little bit more casual because I don't want you guys to feel annoyed.
I just sent like a quasi apology text to one of the guys, like, sorry, we didn't really play as many hands. He's like, it's totally fine, dude. So I think sometimes people just want to like bitch about
Watch
it
the
a little
world
bit.
burn. Yeah.
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 And then like they're fine with it, which is great. If that's what it is, right? For our listener, it's like if some people want to just if they already know what it is, here's the thing, right? Like what you're talking about. If everybody knows what it is, you just have a mix of personalities, it sounds like. You've got your competitive, you've got your overly competitive. It's almost like fantasy football. There's always somebody who's way into it, and there's always a couple people who are barely paying attention. That's the nature of groups, isn't it?
Yeah, but fantasy football's not. You're not physically together.
No, but isn't that the nature of groups? Like
Oh,
anytime you
sure.
have more than four, of your buddies together, you just are not going to have equal enthusiasm for everything you're doing together.
I mean, it goes back to a group project in high school or middle school where half the people don't give a shit.
Right. So part of it is like, well, if you're doing the poker night, what's in it for you? Are you getting what you want out of it? If it's too much drama, like people are coming to blows, like, all right, maybe you got to set some ground rules. If you're the one hosting it, like, look, we're getting a little too heated here. We got to tone it down. Let's and like tell that to the group, like, hey, we're getting a little too heated. It's getting a little out of control. This is supposed to look like a reminder, like, guys, this is supposed to be a fun thing that gets us out of the house.
I think that it falls on the host to do a little bit of curation. Right now, this has been going on for a few years since COVID, so the people are there, and it is what it is. Like maybe it needs a little bit of a reset. Maybe you change the game. Maybe it becomes Parcheesi. I don't know. Is that a game?
Parcheesi. Hey guys, we're playing Parcheesi. F you, man.
Like I feel like I've been on both ends of the spectrum, like super annoyed that people aren't taking seriously and also like not caring. I don't know. I just feel like it's a conversation to be had. Like, what kind of poker night do we want?
Yeah. So
because I don't think you're ever going to get people who don't care to care.
I agree with that.
So it's more about getting the people who care a lot to say, hey, this isn't that kind of night. And it's going to be casual, or we play a couple rounds where we're all really paying attention and a couple where we're not.
There's a lot of ways you can handle it, right? You could retire it. You could split it off, right? It's like, okay, we're doing the serious poker night. Or it's like, hey, we're just doing it. It's going to be super cash. Maybe, like if you guys want to start another game that's more serious, I'm okay with that.
Are you good at poker?
Nah.
Okay.
Are you?
I don't even know how to play.
No. Nah.
I mean, I know general two of a kind, whatever, but
it's also hard because when you have a mix of people skill levels, they're not like all playing the right way. So it's almost like people are going to stay in for things they shouldn't stay in for. When you're like at the blackjack table and somebody's hitting on 17,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, well now you're kind of messing up the hand for everybody. Poker's a little bit of the same way of like if somebody's so much of an amateur that they're going in when they shouldn't be in, then it's hard to like gamble effectively.
Right. Never. I just have no desire. No desire. But I'm missing
Doesn't
out.
yeah.
I don't play poker. I don't play golf.
Yeah. And yet you still have a lot of friends.
I mean, I feel like this segment is just begging to like somehow get into Magic the Gathering or Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, one of the Magic the Gathering guys was there. He was good at poker. Maybe it's because it's a cross-pollinated skill set. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Was he like Expelliarmus or whatever it is? We should go to we've been
The
mocking
Magic?
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We
I
should
want
go
to
to
ask him if it carried over. I have to ask him that. I have to ask him, my buddy Evan. I got to ask him if it carried over, if that's why he was so good.
Yeah. I mean he's good at spells and like I don't
Yeah,
know.
he cast a spell on us.
Yeah.
He
I
cast a
wonder,
spell on that card table.
the Magic the Gatherers have beef with Dungeon and Dragon
I'm
Masters?
sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Is that a different segment of the population?
I think there's like some sort of overlap, but it's not
Is
a
it like
certain.
Sunni and Shia?
No, it's not that. It's not like, oh, we have to kill these people. I think it's just like a slight overlap.
Got
It's
it.
Parcheesi and backgammon.
It's Parcheesi and backgammon.
Wait, so back to the listener question. Like, what should you do? Right? I liked your suggestion of like, I think you need a little bit of a reset.
Yeah, people shouldn't be coming to blows at your freaking poker night.
Yeah.
Or any night.
We had a guy with our basketball league say that he thought it was getting a little too aggressive, and he said it to the group. It's like, I respect that.
Yeah.
And some
But
people
like,
were like, yeah, too many people got injured.
right. But was he being like, was this, what was the context? Like the game was over or
After another injury.
but like in the context of like, we need to change or just, I'm like making a comment here.
No, he was like, I think we need to like stop fouling each other so hard when we go down the paint. Like you're not like New York Knicks from the '90s, like the Detroit Bad Boys down the lane.
Yeah,
and maybe he was right. Maybe there's some truth to that. I don't know. But it was like, okay, I respect him for saying that. If you feel like that's,
yeah,
if you feel like it's getting out of hand, right? It's like same thing with this poker game. Like if you feel like it's getting into a weird place, say something.
Yeah, isn't basketball the number one cause of injuries of men over 40 or something like that?
Gotta be. Well, it's got to be replaced by pickle now, but I'm sure it was.
I think
but
we.
No, but I don't think you should retire it yet until you try.
No. Do not retire it. Try to fix it. Talk to the people offline. Do a little reset. Perhaps do a couple serious hands. The first hour is serious, and then you hang out. But you just got to communicate with the guys. No fighting at poker night. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's absurd.
All right, guys, that was asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question, send it to us on Instagram. So, Matt, wrapping up, any other, have you ever done a game night, like a Scrabble, Trivial Pursuit?
Not here at the house. Somebody just bought us Monopoly. I was like, man, I want to play Monopoly.
Oh, I feel like Monopoly is the least fun of them all.
Versus what? Okay, so you got Trivial Pursuit, Monopoly, Scrabble. What's the fourth? Pictionary?
I don't know.
Rank these. Okay, rank these four. You know what? Rank these order 1 to 4. Most fun is 1. Monopoly, Trivial Pursuit, Pictionary, Scrabble.
I'd say Trivial Pursuit, Pictionary, Scrabble, Monopoly.
Monopoly.
Well, also because I'm probably the best at Trivial Pursuit.
Do they update it though? Isn't it like? Do you know the 2025 stuff?
I played that stuff. It's actually the other way around. Like I played, I don't know, a year ago, their friend Shane and Katrina, and it was like the Millennium Edition, and it was like just random stuff from 2001 that, like, in hindsight, is not that important.
Right.
This French, whatever. Like, no.
I want to buy the 2025 edition. I want to see what's in there.
Do they do that?
I don't know.
I think you need a little time for the trivia to set in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like fun. I'm glad I wasn't invited. Is there going to be another one?
Yeah, but it'll be quarterly at most. And it won't always be at my house. Too much to clean up.
too much for Jess to clean up.
I cleaned it all up. She won't clean it up.
Yeah, I mean. Oh man. All right, guys. Can we hear about your poker nights, your game nights? Are you a dungeon master or a Magic the Gatherer? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for listening. Always remember, be good to yourself, be good to your friends. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.